Hey, welcome to the second part of my secondary watch box, State of the Collection, as of the end of 2025, beginning of 2026. And we'll start this video off with the brilliant Hamilton square watch, rounded square watch. Absolutely gorgeous piece. I'm not sure if this is vintage or neo-vintage. I need to do some digging. But it's a gorgeous watch. It's small, but with the square case, I feel like it looks great on the wrist. I have it on a shell Cordovan, and I totally wore this for a couple days last week. Just brilliant. And look at this crazy avant-garde piece that I just stumbled upon on eBay. I mean, the crown is at the 10. Wild. I absolutely love its design. I don't wear it often, but I really appreciate what they've done here, design-wise. And look at that seconds hand. That is super cool. And it doesn't stop there. Look at this crazy buckle. And it seems to work. So far it hasn't fallen off my wrist. But yeah, this piece is super fun. The crown, not so fun to use. Hilariously, when I'm setting the time, I actually hold the watch upside down because it's just so awkward to use it with my left hand. And I'm left-handed. Brilliant design though. Super legible. Not really, but doesn't matter. It looks great. And I have a mechanical one-hander. Kind of got this one more out of curiosity, just to see if it would be cool to have a one-hander. It looks like a piece of medical equipment, which is kind of fun. I really don't wear this very often though, but that's fine. It's kind of a, like I said, a curiosity piece. But yeah, this is a really cool design. And look at the crazy case back. The Smith's Everest. This would be in my primary watch box, but it kind of got kicked out by the Traska commuter. But it's fine. This is pretty secure in my collection. I still absolutely love the Everest. The Explorer aesthetic is so great. And the gilt dial just gives it a next level class. Yeah. But this one has the rivet bracelet on it, which is cool. At first I thought that would bug me, but I kind of like it. One interesting thing though, having borrowed an actual Explorer, the taper on this bracelet isn't quite as much as with the Explorer. So from certain angles, it kind of looks a little chunky, but it is fine. Brilliant watch. Absolutely love it. The Max Bill. This piece is so close to being in the primary watch box. I feel like at some point it may end up back in there. I love this watch so much. I mean, look at those indices, the typeface they used for those. I mean, look at the 4. Oh, absolutely amazing. And that crystal. As most of you know, I actually opted for the sapphire crystal. And I think in this light you can kind of see some of the blue, inky, oily colors that show up, which is really cool looking, especially when you're outdoors. I feel like that and the lume for all the indices there that have kind of a pale, almost creepy color to them. Just, yeah, super cool. What an amazing design, and that is 100% dial. Ah, yes, the CWC. This is the GS Sapphire version. So it has the added water resistance. It does not have a battery hatch. So far, knock on wood, the battery is still going. I'm not looking forward to having to replace that. I know that CWC will do it, but I don't know how much they're going to charge. But I'm absolutely going to send it back to them because these batteries last a long time. When I first got this, I think I mentioned a 10-year lifespan and was corrected in the comments, but later on, stumbled upon someone else or some other place where I saw that stated. So this may have a long time to go still. I don't know. But this is an absolutely brilliant watch. And there aren't a ton of field watches that have this kind of water resistance. You can wear this like it's a dive watch, and I absolutely have. Not like I dive, but I can wear it with confidence, paddleboarding and swimming and snorkeling. I love the design. It is kind of thick, so bear that in mind with these. And it has fixed bars. So you do need single pass straps for it. I always go with something thin and not like your standard NATO. This one used to be, but I got rid of this second piece. That way the watch can sit closer to the wrist. But yep, absolutely brilliant watch. The F77 Ace collaboration piece. This is the second F77 that I've owned. And I bought this one because I like that smooth dial. There's so much going on in this design that I feel like having less happening on the dial is a welcome design choice. And I do like the red seconds hand. I love Nevada Grenchen. Their designs are amazing. And the F77s look so great. And look at all of that micro adjustment. That's proper. And we have the Serica. This piece is already being homaged. Wild. I love the design. The dial kind of reminds me of like Atomic Age designs, retro futury stuff. And one of the things that pushed me over the edge to pulling the trigger on this is the bezel. So it has a dive and GMT bezel. The crystal is amazing. This one has been repaired because it had the crown issue. But I kind of waited on that because mine was doing okay until it wasn't. But because I waited, I actually got a more permanent fix in there than what had originally been done initially, so kind of a win-win there. Look at these end links and the strap. It's metal, but it's a strap. This design is great. You can size it just perfect for your wrist. What a brilliant design. Serica's been doing some amazing stuff. Super cool dive watch. The Seagull Panda. Another watch that I absolutely love. This design is gorgeous. These pushers are amazing looking. And look at that. I mean, this dial has a very slight silvery sheen to it. Just an absolutely amazing looking watch. And it's actually not terribly thick for a mechanical chronograph. When you're wearing it, it looks fine. Yeah. And here is my Caravelle piece that I happened to find on eBay. And this one's funny because I had purchased a Russian watch that had sort of this cushion case like this. That one was a bit larger, but it looked really cool. However, it broke. It just kind of quit winding. And I think I ended up sending it off to a viewer who was going to mess around with fixing mechanical watches. But that watch kind of quit working, just quit winding. So I was looking for something that kind of looked similar, and I found this one. This one is smaller, much more vintage size. Kind of has the same aesthetics, so I bought it. And yeah, it looks amazing. Okay, in my previous video going over this watch box, I couldn't remember if it was this or the Citizen, but it's definitely this. That is the Silver Wave. The Seiko Silver Wave. Look at how those indices catch the light. I always keep mine with the kanji visible because it's fun. It looks cool. I'm not a huge date person, but having that on there is fun. This is the second piece that's sort of PRX-ish, but it has kind of this synth wavy vibe to it, and that's why I love it. I had the Citizen first, and so I was out looking for a black dial variant and found this one. And this is a quartz piece, so as you can see, it is one of the watches that's needing a battery. I have a whole pile of them right now. And the last watch in this box is my second Nevada Grenchen watch, the Antarctic. And this watch is super cool because it has the vintage vibes. I mean, look at the size of that box crystal. But that sapphire, it has polishing and brushing, a brilliant case design. So this is a watch that looks vintage and dressy, but it's tough like a sports or everyday wear watch. It looks brilliant on a strap or on the bracelet that it ships on. And just look at that case back. That is so cool. Yeah, I love the Antarctic. So there you have it, the second half of my secondary watch box. Keep your eyes open for the state of the collection, my primary watch box, as well as the pieces that are sitting in the latest box that I got, but those are actually out of the primary watch box too. So, thanks for watching.